Alex is someone I get along very well with on and off the court. Again, another physical battle, but obviously against an opponent that was, playing on a high level. So I'm glad to overcome it. I was really blown away by how inspired she was. I mean, I was blown away by watching great athletes on that.
The tennis world started buzzing again after powerful comments from Novak Djokovic about rising Filipina star Alex Eala ahead of the Miami Open. Djokovic didn't just offer a routine compliment, his words sounded like a full endorsement of Eala's future in the sport. According to the discussion surrounding the tournament build-up, Djokovic spoke openly about how much he respects Eala, praising not only her talent but also her mentality, discipline, and work ethic. And when a legend like Djokovic speaks that strongly about a young player, people across the tennis world naturally start paying attention. He reportedly mentioned that he and Eala get along well both on and off the court, something that says a lot in a sport where respect is earned through professionalism and character. Djokovic has competed against generations of players and has seen countless prospects rise and fade, so when he speaks warmly about someone's personality and approach to the game, it carries serious weight. What impressed him even more was how Eala responded after her elimination at the Indian Wells Open. Instead of dwelling on the disappointment, she quickly shifted her focus back to training and preparation for the next challenge. That reaction, getting straight back to work and staying locked in, was something Djokovic reportedly admired. For him, that kind of response reveals the mindset of a true competitor. Winning matches can bring praise and headlines, but the ability to reset, refocus, and keep building after a setback is what separates great athletes from the rest. That's why Djokovic's comments matter so much. They weren't just about hype or excitement around a young talent. They were about the deeper qualities that build long-term success in professional tennis: discipline, resilience, and the drive to keep improving. And as the spotlight turns toward the upcoming Miami Open, many fans and analysts are now watching even more closely to see what Alex Eala does next. Tennis Fire.
Play with these guys and it was fun. It was fun. It was a lot of laughter.
That idea highlights why the praise for Alex Eala carries so much meaning right now. Anyone can celebrate a young player when everything is going perfectly, when the wins are stacking up, the headlines are positive, and the crowds are cheering. In those moments, calling someone special is easy. But respect takes on a completely different level when it comes during adversity. That is exactly why the comments from Novak Djokovic stand out. When a legend like Djokovic notices how a player handles pressure, defeat, and the emotional weight of competition, it means he is seeing something deeper than just talent. It suggests he recognizes the mindset behind the game. According to reports, Djokovic admired the way Eala stays focused and composed even when things don't go her way. To him, that signals the presence of a true competitor, someone who isn't simply chasing highlight moments, but building a real career step by step. Djokovic reportedly went even further, saying that Eala is great to watch on television, but even more impressive in person. Coming from one of the greatest players ever to hold a tennis racket, that statement says a lot. Cameras can show speed, power, and technique, but they cannot always capture the full intensity of an athlete's movement, timing, and presence on the court. What Djokovic seemed to notice was that extra quality, an additional layer of athleticism and competitive energy that becomes clearer when you see it live. He described Eala as an incredible athlete, someone who is carving out her place on the WTA Tour for all the right reasons. Not through controversy or noise, but through the fundamentals that truly matter in tennis: her skill, her discipline, her relentless effort, and the attitude she brings every time she steps onto the court. And when admiration like that comes from a champion who has spent his career competing at the very highest level, it sends a strong message to the rest of the tennis world. Alex Eala is not just a
Really blown away by how inspired she was. I mean, I was blown away by watching great athletes on that ring.
The support around Alex Eala keeps growing, and one of the most interesting moments came when she shared a practice court session with tennis legend Novak Djokovic. According to reports, Djokovic spent some time hitting with Eala and genuinely enjoyed the experience. He even mentioned that it was his first real chance to play with her in that kind of practice setting, and the session left a strong impression on him. Afterward, Djokovic reportedly made a simple but powerful comment. "She is actually good." On the surface, those words might sound ordinary. But when they come from Novak Djokovic, they carry enormous weight. Djokovic has played against the greatest players in tennis history. He understands exactly what elite timing, anticipation, and ball striking look like. So when someone with that level of experience steps off the court and acknowledges a young player's ability, it signals genuine respect. In many ways, it felt like one champion recognizing the potential of another rising star. Djokovic's reaction suggested that Eala's talent isn't just hype from fans or media, it's something that can be felt directly on the court. And Djokovic isn't the only major figure backing her. Jessica Pegula has also spoken strongly in support of Eala following her run at Indian Wells Open. Pegula emphasized an important point that many experienced players understand: one loss does not define a young career. A defeat in the round of 16 cannot erase the impressive performances Eala delivered throughout the tournament, and it certainly doesn't change what she could become in the future. Pegula's message was clear: Eala has already shown signs of something special, and her journey is only just beginning. With praise coming from both Djokovic and Pegula, the tennis world is increasingly recognizing that Alex Eala may be more than just a promising prospect. She could be one of the most exciting young stories developing in women's tennis right now.
I mean, she's really good tennis player. Goes for her shots, takes the ball early, rips. Being a lefty is always tricky, competes really well. I mean, obviously she's beaten a lot of top players this week. I don't really think she needs me to tell her that she's a great player, that we're not going to see enough of her, but we definitely are. And she proved that tonight. I mean, that was really tough.
That observation cuts right to the heart of the moment Alex Eala is living through right now. As her name continues to spread across the tennis world, the spotlight around her grows brighter with every tournament she enters. When a young player begins capturing the imagination of fans, inspiring an entire nation, and generating genuine excitement on some of the sport's biggest stages, every match suddenly feels bigger than just another result. Each victory becomes a headline, each loss becomes a talking point, and even the smallest mistake can be replayed and dissected again and again. But according to Jessica Pegula, that kind of short-term focus completely misses the bigger picture. Her message cuts through the noise. In tennis, the long-term journey matters far more than a single scoreline. Pegula reportedly went even further, saying that anyone who is truly paying attention to women's tennis right now cannot deny the incredible potential Eala is bringing to the WTA Tour. And that's a powerful statement, because potential in tennis goes far beyond clean technique or explosive athleticism. It's about presence. It's about resilience. It's about stepping onto a court and making people feel that something meaningful is unfolding before their eyes. And that's exactly the kind of energy Eala seems to carry with her. She is no longer just another promising name listed on a tournament draw sheet. Slowly but surely, she is becoming something bigger, an event, a storyline, a presence that fans want to follow. Pegula even mentioned that she would love to invite Eala onto her podcast someday to talk more about the attention and excitement she is currently bringing to the sport. And that detail reveals something important. This isn't simply praise for a powerful forehand or impressive speed across the court. It's recognition of her overall impact on the game. Eala is drawing crowds, sparking conversations, and pulling more eyes toward women's tennis, and that kind of influence.
Amazing. I mean, I played her when she kind of broke out last year in Miami, and I'm from there, and the whole crowd was against me, and I was like, what on earth is going on? Like, where do these people come from? And then week after week, as she has done well and established herself as a really good player on tour, they all come out to support her. And so I think we saw that in Australia when it was kind of overcrowded. They put her on too small of a court. We saw it here. You can hear it from the hotel. You can hear the crowd roaring, especially at night. So it's incredible.
As the spotlight shifts toward the Miami Open 2026, Alex Eala arrives with something powerful behind her: momentum, belief, and the growing support of the tennis world. Her run in recent tournaments has created a wave of excitement, and now there is a real sense that something special could be about to happen. When respected voices like Novak Djokovic and Jessica Pegula publicly show their confidence in a young player, people across the sport begin paying closer attention. Their words carry weight, and their support signals that Eala's rise is no longer just hype, it's something real. At this point, one thing has become impossible to ignore. Alex Eala is no longer simply a promising young name trying to find her place on the tour. She is quickly becoming one of the most talked about stories in women's tennis. Every match she plays now feels like part of a bigger narrative unfolding in real time. And with Miami just around the corner, anticipation is building everywhere, from fans in the stands to analysts following every step of her journey. If she manages to rise again and deliver another strong performance, the praise surrounding her will only grow louder. But if she truly delivers the kind of performance her biggest supporters believe she is capable of, then this tournament could become a defining moment. Miami Open 2026 might be the stage where the rest of the tennis world finally understands what Djokovic and others already seem to recognize. A new star may be arriving. Alex Eala is coming, and the entire tennis world is watching closely. Tennis.